I remember. I remember when I used to have hats when the New Era store downtown.
Oh man, I remember when they opened that shit. I never had went to that store, but
Oh shit, I was in that bitch every other day
yeah,
getting free hats.
free hats
Oh yeah,
must be nice.
I had a. They gave me one day a Sox hat that was the Golden State color,
Mm.
and I lost it.
How you
I fell asleep.
how you lose a hat?
No. I fell asleep on the pace bus that go to from downtown to Bolingbrook,
Yeah.
and I fell asleep. And I woke up and shit, that nigga was gone. That was my
Somebody ganked you.
nah. I left it. I straight left it. I ain't gonna say nobody stole it from me.
Somebody got that.
They got it after I got off the bus. The bus driver did.
True.
I really wonder how much bus drivers like come up.
I'm pretty sure it's like bus drivers, people that you know what I'm saying, detail cars.
Yeah,
They the ones that be hitting licks.
all types.
Right? They're the ones that hit the most licks. Got to. So shout out to everybody ride the train. Shit. Yeah. If you're a conductor, you know.
I had one of the funniest moments ever in my life on a train.
Let's hear it.
Miriam, was you on the train with me that day? When the dude took the dude? Miriam, was you on the bus with me, on the train with me that day? When the dude took the dude?
What?
Huh? Yeah. She was on the train with me. We was coming home. So we was on the train. We was on the red line.
Yeah.
And I switched positions just to make sure my internet was straight. So we don't have no issues. So you might hear family this episode.
Okay.
Anyway. So we're on the train, on the red line, going to the crib. And this dude is on that drunk as hell. Him and his homies came on that drunk as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Slap. This gay dude get on there. And he look at the dude drinking. Let me sit next to you. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I know this ain't about to happen. Me and Miriam laughing. We like, nah. Like we don't think this is about to happen, fam.
Right.
And it went left fast. He drunk. He tries to touch on Buddy, and Buddy move his hand.
Yeah.
Me. And his homies telling them, yo, let's go. But he slumped. He ain't moving. So they're like, man, fuck you, fam. We out. They get off the train. So I'm like, nah, fam. They just left homie. Nah. He continued drinking. I think he had a fifth of vodka.
Yeah.
He go that shit on the train. I'm like, this ain't gonna end well for Buddy. But I don't think it's gonna end the way it actually ends.
Mm-hmm.
Gay dudes start pitching at him, rubbing on him and shit.
On some money talk shit.
Man.
The Chris Tucker
but dude too drunk to stop it. He too drunk to stop it. Dude try to go down on him. He stopped that shit.
On the train, bro.
On the train, G. On the train, we like, nah, this ain't about to happen. This ain't about to happen. He takes some more of the vodka. Gone. By this time, he done. He done. Next thing you know, I think it was 55th.
Yeah.
The gay dude then said enough. Dude too drunk. He grabbed that nigga, picked him up, pulled him to get off the train, G. That drunk nigga looked at me, fam. He gave me the help me look. I can't help you, fam. I don't know what happened to Buddy. But that last look that homie gave me before he got off that train was like, man, save me, fam. Nah, fam. You should have saved yourself. It's too much drink.
Took him home and enjoyed that.
Man.
Enjoy it.
Man,
He didn't know it.
nigga, we all on the car like, yo, did that shit just happen?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but I'm telling you, fam, he gave me that look like,
Yeah.
can't, fam.
Yeah.
Can't.
That reminds me of the Money Talk scene with Chris Tucker and Faison Love.
Yeah.
When they was on their way to jail.
Yep. Yep.
Then you
He's
said
like, oh,
money.
for real?
Oh, for real?
Oh,
Shit,
for
you
real?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that shit was worse
you
than
hot?
that, G. And what's crazy is I saw him a week later getting on the train, coming from an event. That nigga, I looked at that nigga, I was like, man, I looked at that nigga like he ain't shit. It's like, man, you ain't took that man like that, fam. Took that man like that, man.
Wow.
Hey, man, we doing this on Christmas Eve, but tomorrow your birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Hey, appreciate it.
34?
34, 34. Shaquille O'Neal.
He made it past the Jesus year.
I did. I made it. We
on Christmas.
Born on Christmas, bro.
Did you open gifts yet?
No, you know my
How
wife,
that work?
she's pressuring me to open my gift, but I'm like, I don't want to.
You got a PlayStation 5, didn't you?
Nah. I don't. If anything, I'm not even a PlayStation dude. I was always an Xbox guy.
You got your Xbox.
Nah, it's not. I see the gift. It's in a small bag.
Oh, okay.
So it's something small, but she's pressuring me to open it, but I don't want to open it. I'm like, I'll wait till tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It'd be cool.
So you like that? Like, how does that dynamic work with Mike B and Christmas and birthday?
So it's always been a myth that you know, as a kid growing up, that you got gypped, you get Christmas gifts. You only got Christmas gifts. You didn't get the birthday gifts, or your Christmas gift was birthday gifts.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't really know because I have my brother as well. So when we used to open up gifts for Christmas,
fuck Christmas.
No, but it's like, but when we opened up gifts, they was like all for us. So I really didn't know what was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift. So I might have been getting gypped, but we got a bunch of shit though.
Tristan came up, your brother came up. I beat him in fantasy football. I never gloated about that too.
No, he wasn't. You know what though? But my brother was cool about it because he know his team wasn't supposed to be there. He managed his squad really well, but he didn't have a good team. He didn't have like the team that was gonna make it to the ship. He literally needed whoever he went up against to pretty much have like bad weeks. So
I was blown with the deep shit though.
You said you was what?
I was blown with that shit.
But nah, bro. Nowadays it's more so my mom. She don't really give me gifts no more. She just give me money. She give me money. So like here, birthday, half of it could be your birthday money, half of it be Christmas money, whatever like that. But it never. I don't know. Like the rumor, if do you get gypped? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you get a bunch of gifts, just consider it Christmas and birthday. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
Well, happy birthday, fam. As we talked about 2 pods ago, I will hit you with something when we get back. Get you a bottle,
whatever. Beer,
I might cash app you enough.
I take beer. I take cash app.
Yeah, well. I might do that.
$34 works perfectly for me.
Not thinking about a gift for you, fam.
Hey, like, Bang got to move. And Bang got a baby on the way. It's all good.
We gave them the notice yesterday. Fam.
Ooh, what they say?
No, they gave you that. Oh man, we're sad to see you go.
I was about to say, like, oh, you're such a great tenant.
It's sad to see you go.
You pay your rent on time.
We will send you your security deposit after,
hey, shout out to that security deposit.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna come in handy when I get back. When we get back, but March 1st, February 28th, we out, fam. We got to be out, or we got to pay a little bit extra. But me and Trey will still be here until to do all this stuff. But it's real now. Shit is real. This shit is.
Make sure Landon don't poke no holes in the wall or nothing.
Oh man, we gotta go walk, wipe through this motherfucker. This nigga get pencils, color pencils.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we had some dude 71.
71.
Make sure y'all rate, like, subscribe, download to Some Dude Pod. Get that merch SD 15. Gets you 15% off till December 31st. So go ahead and get that merch. Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Some Dude Pod. And you can the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to the What Digital's Facebook page and the group. Shouts out to everybody in the group. Merry Christmas to everybody in the group. Saying thank you guys for a great year. But I do the year stuff next pod. But thank you guys for a good year and Merry Christmas to you all. Make sure your kid. Do we have any deadbeat dads in the group? Do you know of?
No.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Because we had to kick him out. Make sure you get your kids something.
Filter. We can like slide through, filter them out. Yeah. I always randomly go on people's pages, like especially when you got like new people that post in the group.
Okay.
Like with new people posting the group, I'll be like, "Ooh, who's this guy? Let me go on their page, check them out real quick."
See how your family life is.
Hey, I meant to tell you, somebody reported something in the group. Did you see?
I was trying to find it.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
I was trying to find out what it was. It kept not showing up. Did you see it?
I don't know. I don't think we post anything. I need to know who reported something in the group.
Yeah, I was trying to get it from my phone.
I was like, yo, it showed a notification that somebody reported something.
It says
I think it's gone now, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's gone. I don't know, but
that was new to me. I think
somebody might have pressed it by accident.
I hope so. Like,
maybe it was the Randy Moss shit that
No, this was before the we're gonna get into that in a second, but it was before that. It was before that. It was before.
We about to get into that now, though. We're gonna kick this show off right after Mike B almost spoiled the first segment.
I wanted to stir the pot, baby.
We about to start that shit now. But he gonna get it. And I'm not even mad at it. So for context, like 2 weeks ago, Randy Moss, and I meant to talk about it last week, but there was a lot of stuff going on.
Did he talk about this live on TV, or this is?
It was a podcast I think with Pharell Owens.
Okay.
And in the podcast, Randy Moss had said that he feels that he's the greatest of all time, greatest wide receiver of all time. Matter of fact, he said he's number 1, Pharell Owens is number 2, and Jerry Rice is number 3 or number 4. Like one of those.
Okay.
And Randy Moss is by all means should be able to say that if he wants to. You play the game of football and all that stuff, and you feel like you're the best, you're a first ballot Hall of Fame, all that, you should be able to say that you are the best.
Yeah.
But you, Joe Football watcher, should know better. And I'm coming hard today, coming hard with stats. And D-Son and a couple other people was like, oh, yeah, Randy Moss is the greatest of all time. And you know why I think people think Randy Moss is the greatest of all time? Because he jumped over people and caught balls.
I was gonna say that. Wait, let me scroll back to my homie D-Son page real quick. First of all, shout out to the homie Daniel Moore, aka D-Son.
He got his own podcast network too
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Going on.
Yes, sir. Let's scroll back real quick. I want to do this for context purposes real quick.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He really didn't put much. He put Randy Moss.
He was doing that shit all on his page and shit.
Hey, right. That's what it was. And so that's pretty much what it is. And the comment section got real lit. So he stated his cases. Let me see if I can pull up something that he said about the reason why he felt like Randy was the GOAT.
I didn't see a true reason. But go ahead.
I'm trying to find it real quick. But go ahead, Bang. I'll let you speak and then I'll find what he said. I'll try to find a
I mean just going through it, man. He put that up in there and like I said, I didn't really
I got it right here. Here we go. Hot take. Jerry Rice is so overrated. Wasn't like that. Played in the greatest system in 2 QB GOATs. Moss is the reason Brady even started going off. Left Culpepper, and Culpepper was out of the league. That's a hot take.
That's dope.
We respect all hot takes here, but this is where we are here to dissect.
Yeah,
Before you get into it, Bang, when he said that, I'm cool with it because just off and I'm not even cool with it based off none of the statistical stuff. Randy Moss is just my favorite. So, if a motherfucker say Randy Moss the GOAT, I ain't gonna argue with you. Now, if a motherfucker say Jerry Rice is the GOAT, I ain't argue with you more neither, because there's reasons why Jerry Rice, technically, statistically, and more so other reasons as well, that I already know where you going with it, and I know I'm going to agree with pretty much everything.
Tell me where I'm going with it. I want you to tell me where I'm going
with it. No. I'm going to let you cook. But what I'm saying is that, if motherfuckers say Randy to go, cool. I ain't mad at you. But if motherfuckers say Jerry to go as well, Jerry is the GOAT.
Nah. Jerry is top 5 NFL players of all time.
I ain't mad at that neither. I ain't mad at that neither.
He's top 5 NFL players of all time. Not just wide receiver. I'm talking about players of all time.
Okay.
All right. Now, see, to me, Jerry Rice and Michael Jordan are the same person.
Okay.
In my eyes. They're the same person. Matter of fact, Mike came in the NBA in 84. Jerry Rice came in the NFL in 85. Mm-hmm. They're the same person to me. You cannot debate their greatness, and you can't debate who's better than them. You literally have to overproduce to be better than those two for me. But then it's about stats. This is where things differ, right? Because with LeBron James, it's kind of hard to not have the argument that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. It's kind of hard to start having that argument. To not have that argument, excuse me. It's kind of hard to do that. LeBron James got 4 rings. He defeated a team that was 73-9. And also, what he did in the bubble. I'm not going to say that these are the greatest rings of all time. Okay. But that's difficult, Also, I believe that LeBron James came into the NBA with more pressure than Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Jordan was the third pick.
And we've talked about this.
We talked about this.
And LeBron James literally was on covers of magazines in high school. In high school.
Right. So,
and he was deemed the chosen one.
But the losses, you can't negate the losses that this man had in those big moments. And also in the era which we are in right now, currently. Randy Moss and Jerry Rice were in 2 different eras. Uh-huh. The West Coast offense is not long ball, ladies and gentlemen.
Nope.
It is run after catch. Like, it is slants. And a number of the things is not, let me just toss that bad boy down the field. Joe Montana's arm wasn't that good. Uh-huh. It wasn't that good. Nor Steve Young's. But
so what you're saying is that these giving credit too much. He giving much more credit to the quarterbacks than they really need to be getting. Saying Jerry Rice played with Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
I'm not saying that, because that would mean that I am lessening the impact of Joe Montana and Steve Young. Okay. But yes, he is. Yes, he is. Because he played with Joe Montana. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, he is lesser of a wide receiver because of who was throwing it to him. That's why I put those quarterbacks inside of the group. That would mean that DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah. That would mean that DeAndre Hopkins is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Mm-hmm. This nigga played with one quarterback, and that was before his prime. Mm-hmm. Like, that was before his prime, G. Mm-hmm. Also, Larry Fitzgerald. Carson Palmer is really the only quarterback that you know off the top. And Larry Fitzgerald is, I believe, second in everything.
Well, Kurt Warner.
Oh, Kurt Warner too.
Like, they went to the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner.
Yeah, but that was old Kurt Warner at that.
True.
That wasn't Kurt Warner in his prime.
True.
That was Kurt Warner. I could get it done.
Okay.
But he ain't them.
Okay.
The who? Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. That's it. Uh-huh. And he retired. Uh-huh. Like, before I go to the numbers, I'll say this. I had a debate with somebody about Barry Sanders. Matter of fact, it was Leon Rogers. We was all talking about this on Clubhouse. And it wasn't with him. Mm-hmm. But we were talking about if Like we somehow got into a conversation about best running backs of all time.
Okay.
And I said they asked if Walter Payton was, and I said no. For me, it's Barry Sanders.
Okay.
And somebody might hear my argument for Barry Sanders and think it's the same, but I'm gonna tell you why it's different.
I ain't mad at Barry Sanders. Before you go, I will always say my bias will always say Emmitt Smith. Motherfucker say running back, but that's
So
all bias.
I'm
all
glad
bias.
that you said that.
Go ahead.
Emmitt Smith had the greatest offensive line in the 90s, blocking for him. So now somebody would say, well, that's same as Joe Montana. Here's the difference. Barry Sanders, when he quit, he retired. That's the only time he quit. This man rushed over 2,000 yards with a terrible ass offensive line. He didn't quit. And that's where we differ with Randy Moss. Now, to D-Son's credit, I told him, Randy Moss is the most talented wide receiver to ever play football. No debate about that.
Randy Moss is a playmaker.
But hard work beats talent, but talent don't work hard. And that's the difference between the two, and that's the difference between greatest. But there's also another thing. Randy Moss fell in the trap of when wide receivers get old and they don't produce anymore. So how can you be the greatest? So that's where the stats come in. So Randy Moss, we'll get to him later. Jerry Rice picked in the middle of the 1985 draft. I think he was picked 15th. Mississippi Valley State. It'll be in the Mississippi, HBCU. A record-breaking offense he came from. His first season, 1985. 49 catches, 927 yards. 3 TDs. That next year, he goes off. 86 for 570. I think that year he won Offensive Player of the Year. But I'm not even going to worry about those awards yet. I'm just going to worry about these stats. Next year, 65 for 1,078. 64 catches, 13,000. 82 catches for 14, almost 15,000. 1990, 100 for 15. I could go on and on and on and on and on. But I'm going to stop at a year. Because Randy Moss missed the 2011 season, right? But he came back for 2012. He was 35 years old. He played for San Francisco, 28 receptions, 434 yards, right?
2012 was New England year?
No, that was San Francisco. Because he had came back, played
the
year.
I'm sorry. You're talking about Jerry Rice.
I'm talking about Randy Moss right now.
I'm talking about Randy Moss.
So, but
yeah. I forgot it was the 49ers.
But that
went to the Super Bowl.
But that, yep.
Okay, go ahead.
That 2010, he played for 3 teams that year. He had played for New England. He had played for Minnesota. He had played for Tennessee.
Randy Moss was on the Titans?
Yes, he was. He was on the Titans before he retired and then came back. Right? Okay. So I'm going to stop at 33. That year, Randy Moss had, let me see, receptions. He had 13. Ooh. Nigga barely had 30 catches. Let's look at Jerry Rice.
Let me piggyback off your statistic real quick.
Go ahead.
This is a real a statistic that really kind of like sets Randy and Jerry aside from each other.
Oh,
I don't know. We're gonna get to this stat, but this is a very intriguing stat.
Go ahead.
At the age of 40.
Oh, I'm going. Don't even say it. Don't say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till we get to 40.
All right, cool. Bet. Go ahead. Cause
that's where we going. We talking about age here. Randy Moss at 33 was done.
Finito.
He was done. Ladies and gentlemen. At 33, at 30 fucking 3 years old, do you want to know the stat line for Jerry fucking Rice? Do you want to know that?
Read them off.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Call out my number, coach.
Jerry Rice may have had his best statistical season at 33. Ladies and gentlemen.
What team he's on?
San Francisco, 1995.
Oh, 1995. Okay, go ahead.
He was 33 in 1995, and he caught 122 balls for 1,848 yards at 33. I don't give a shit who your quarterback is. That is unheard of. But wait, there's more. At 34, 108 for 1,200 yards. But you want to know what happened at 35? He tears his ACL. Monday Night Football, I believe it was against the Chargers. They thought he was done. He's an older wide receiver. He's 35. He tears his ACL. Oh no. It's a wrap. Mike, it's a wrap, ain't it?
You would think.
It's a wrap.
You would
think it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. He comes back the next year, Mike. 82 catches. 1,100 yards. Now things are starting to dip down, Mike. He's 37. He's 37. 49ers ain't what they used to be no more. He catch 67 catches. Catch 67 balls. But 830 yards. And then after that, 75 for 805. Remember that game where it was the retirement game, but Terrell Owens caught like 18 balls?
Mm-hmm.
Overshadowed them. It's a wrap for Jerry Rice, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wrap. He goes to Oakland. Do you know what he does? His first year in Oakland with Rich Gannon as his quarterback. Rich Gannon, ladies and gentlemen. We're not confusing Rich Gannon with Joe Montana.
Wait a second. Rich Gannon is a Super Bowl with the quarterback, though. Did they win the Super Bowl?
No.
Who was the quarterback at the Oakland Raiders when they won the Super Bowl?
They lost that year to Tampa Bay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At 39 years old, he goes to San Francisco at 30-fucking-9, Mike.
Yeah.
83 receptions for 1,139.
That's fire.
Now he's 40. Tell us about 40, Mike. Tell us about the year 2002.
Jerry Rice has he has a game where he catches for 150 plus yards in a game. Over 40 years old. The last time Randy Moss caught for 150 yards in a game, I think he was 32. 2000, maybe year 2009. That's one statistic. And the other statistic that really stands out is that Jerry Rice led the league in receiving yards 6 times. Randy Moss has never led the league in yards.
We ain't getting to that yet, Mike. We at age 40.
But Jerry Rice has a 150-yard game in his 40s. In his 40s.
And he catches 92 balls that year for 1,200 yards.
That's crazy.
At 41. 63 for 869. Now they say, oh, he's slow. There's a lot of stuff going on. He gets cut by Oakland. He goes to Seattle and plays the rest of the year with Seattle. He catches 25 balls for 367 yards in Seattle, 3 touchdowns. He signs with Denver in the offseason, but then he retires. Bruh. Why the fuck are we having a conversation with this man about greatest of all time? No, make no mistake about it. Randy Moss is way more talented than Jerry Rice. He can run faster. He could jump higher. All that shit. But the stats don't lie. The Super Bowl rings don't lie. The age doesn't lie. Of how this man was not done at 36 after tearing his ACL, fam. In the 90s, where I remember Wendell Davis tore his shit in the Bears game, he was done in 1993.
I know we like to also say, like, you know, the time frame on like running backs in the NFL is like a short time span for for running backs in the NFL. But it kind of seems that it's that way for wide receivers as well. But I think when you look at what Jerry Rice did, there's not a lot of receivers that have played at high levels past 33, 34 years old.
Man, Larry Fitzgerald is old, and he ain't doing that shit.
He not. Nope, he is not.
In the offense where they just throw the fucking ball.
So it's kind of like Jerry Rice is like just a one of one.
Man, it's Jerry Rice.
Than everybody else.
Then it's everybody else. Randy Moss is number 2 in my eyes.
Okay.
I ain't going to tell you my top 4 wide receivers. Since Randy Moss said that Jerry Rice was 3 or 4, I ain't going to give you my top 4.
Uh-huh.
Is Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Murder Marv.
Marvin Harrison, stop playing.
I'm scared of calling him 4th.
Stupid.
That's what he might do.
I ain't mad at that list.
Now that's my 4. That's my 4. Number 5 is Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay.
If we want to go 5.
I ain't mad at that.
But I forgot who it was, but they was like, it was about Michael Jordan. They said we shouldn't even be putting Michael Jordan in the list. Let's just put him somewhere else. That's Jerry Rice. This man was one of the best wide receivers in the game at 39 years old. Randy Moss was done at 33. But wait, there's more with the Randy Moss thing. Randy Moss quit on his team in 2004 on the Minnesota Vikings. Then they traded him to Oakland. And this is how I'm going to equate talent and still not working hard and still being dope, but not being Jerry Rice. His first year in Oakland, he catches 60 balls for 1,005 yards, 8 touchdowns. But it was still a down year to them because they know he's more talented than that. I don't give a fuck who your quarterback is. Because Larry Fitzgerald and Hopkins ain't have shit. Steve Largent had fucking Dave Craig. And he ended up the all-time leading receiver in NFL history. He white. That last year in Oakland, he quits on the team. And then at 30, he goes to New England. I still remember the trade. It was a draft day trade, day 2. Because I'll never forget, I told this story on here. Check the archives. I talked about how me and my man James Jack
made that bet.
It wasn't a bet, but we should have.
Oh,
but
right.
He got traded for a 4th rounder. And I said, y'all going undefeated. He was like, and he's from Boston.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, man, you tripping. I said, man, this ain't the Heineken and the weed talking, fam. Y'all just got Randy Moss. And Randy Moss is now going to be motivated to play. He's going to be motivated to play. And he goes the fuck off. He break records. Tom Brady make records. They go undefeated, but they lose.
What was Randy Moss' numbers that year?
That year, he got 98 catches for 1,493 yards. That was the most receiving year. No, the second most of his career, because in 2003 he had 16. After that, 69 for 108. The next year after that, 83 for 1264. But things changed when he turned 33. Mm-hmm. Played with 3 teams. He was a shell of himself. He retires and comes back with San Francisco. 28 for 343. I still remember when he signed to San Francisco, they was like, oh man, he gonna find that extra burst.
Was that mid-season he signed with San Francisco? Was
yeah.
That mid-season. Okay.
That was mid-season. Okay. He gonna find that burst. He gonna be the reason why they go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Okay. True.
You said it. And yeah, for all of that, remember, Jerry Rice did have Jeff Garcia as his quarterback before.
I forgot about Jeff Garcia. Yeah. Okay.
It's not like he had all of Hall of Famers all the time. Remember, Elvis Gerbach played some games. Mm-hmm. And Steve Young was old after like 96 too.
Yeah. True.
Steve Bono had some tick.
Oh man.
So look, I am not questioning the greatness of Randy Moss. And again, Randy Moss have all the right in the world to be like, yo, I'm the greatest of all time. But you know in your heart that Randy Moss could be your favorite, but he ain't better than Jerry.
Uh-huh.
He ain't better than Jerry. He could be your favorite because he jump over people. He caught the ball with one hand against Darrell Reeves. Like, just jump off that bitch and all that stuff. He can do all that cool shit. Yep. But when it come down to the game on the line, and you told me I had to pick between Jerry or Randy, Jerry is proving that over time. That's why he got the rings. And he went to the Super Bowl with Oakland. And would have won again if it wasn't for the tuck rule.
Facts.
Stats don't lie, man. Numbers don't lie. Rings don't lie. Let's look at the comparison, fam.
Hey, I ain't got nothing else on it. You got
3 Super Bowl wins. 89, 90, 1995. Super Bowl MVP won in 89 versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
And that kind of just puts him in a category by himself as well, because like,
how many wide receivers?
I'm about to say, which GOAT wide receivers really got multiple rings or rings any at all?
And Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah, it's not, you know what I'm saying? Really at this point, like when you don't even really gotta, when you making like the debate about greatest wide receivers and you bring it up Jerry Rice, you don't even have to mention rings as a statistic. That don't even make sense.
Appearances 4. Brady got 2. Jerry got 4. Playoff appearances 15 to 7. 20 years compared to 14. He won the NFL MVP in 1988.
Receivers really don't win MVPs.
They don't. In 1988, your mama tried to skate. She hit the pole of Titty Road in 1988.
Stupid.
All Pro 10 times compared to Randy Moss's 4. All Pro second team 2 compared to 0. Uh-huh. Jerry Rice led the NFL in receiving yards 6 times compared to Randy Moss 9.
0.
6-4 when it comes to the receiving touchdown leader. Receptions leader 2-0. Offensive player of the year 2. Conference offensive player of the year when they had it 2. They both won rookie of the year. But you know what? Randy Moss got one thing over Jerry Rice. Comeback player of the year in 2007. Because he quit the year before.
The year in New England, how many touchdowns did Randy have?
It was like 25, I think it was.
That's a record, no? That's a tie.
No, that was a record. He broke that record. They actually broke the record on the same touchdown.
Okay.
Actually, my bad, 23.
Wait, Brady broke the record for most touchdown passes.
Yep,
in
when
the
he
season.
threw that, it was Monday night.
Okay.
I forgot who was against, but he threw that touchdown, and they both broke both touchdown single season records at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Crazy how
let's do some random shit. Let's do some random shit. Right?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Jerry Rice has 1,500 receptions. It's a record. Matter of fact, 1,549. Randy Moss has 982.
Really?
Yep. Fam, if you take off his receptions outside, if you take off Jerry Rice's receptions
outside of the 49ers,
he's still killing him. He's still killing Randy Moss, man.
That's crazy.
He's still killing him.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
Bruh, I understand who you grew up with. I grew up with Randy Moss.
Absolutely.
I grew up with that shit. But you also not gonna tell me Buddy ass from Mississippi ain't the best wide receiver of all time and top 5 NFL players.
Oh man.
Nigga did the NFL 100. It was Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Tom Brady. No, it was Jim Brown. Matter of fact, let me go to the NFL 100, the greatest of all time. NFL 100 greatest players. Yep. And it was, hold on. Matter of fact, my bad.
Jerry Rice is number one. Fuck you mean?
Jerry Rice is number one. Fuck I mean.
Oh my God.
Jerry Rice number 1, Tom Brady number 2, Lawrence Taylor number 3, Jim Brown number 4, Walter Payton number 5. Fuck out of here. If y'all think that man Randy Moss is better than Jerry Rice,
Yeah, I think, I love Randy, bro. I love Randy. And if I say he the GOAT, I'm cool with that. But when you really got to sit down and dissect this shit, you really sit down and you really analyze all of the statistics and shit, bro. You really look at it, fam.
Talking just to be talking, man.
Jerry, that guy, fam. Jerry, that guy.
That's the same thing that I be trying to tell people about Mike and LeBron, fam. But that's closer than Jerry Rice and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
That's closer.
Yeah.
If Randy Moss never quits, we might be having a different discussion. If he never pulls that bullshit with the Raiders, I don't give a fuck who going on with what. I think we having a different discussion.
It was a moment. It was just a moment when we were able to watch Randy, bro. And it was just special watching him make catches.
Yeah.
Like, no other receivers.
He could be the best pass catcher
have ever made in life.
He could be the best nigga you saw catch a football.
So it kind of like clouts judgment. I can understand it. You know, I understand it. I understand it.
He could be the best nigga you saw actually catch a football. That's it.
Randy made plays that no other receivers, even including Jerry Rice, could ever make.
You want to do that? That's cool too.
Could ever make.
But when we talking about greatest of all time,
you talking that GOAT talk?
You talking that GOAT talk? And then, nigga, he made Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice made Joe Montana all of that shit. Joe Montana has 1 ring. 1. I believe without Jerry. No, 2. He has 2. Without Jerry. It's Freddie Solomon as his lead wide receiver. 2. 2. I don't see motherfuckers clamoring about Freddie Solomon. Hey man, buddy, but hey, I love D-Son.
That's my boy. I love the D-Son.
My man got to separate his favorites from best. Benny Siegel was my favorite MC of all time. He's not the greatest of all time. I will never. Gary Payton is my favorite basketball player of all time. He ain't the best point guard of all time. He might not be top 5. He's not. He top 5 defensive though.
Oh yeah.
I will never confuse that with saying, yo, he's the best of all time. Like, what are we doing here? Hey, what are we doing here, man?
Nice dissection there, buddy.
Thank you, man. We just got to stop confusing talent with actual career. That's what we got to stop doing. We have to stop confusing talent with actual career. Yeah. There's talent, and that's what you did with that motherfucker in the time that you had it. Mm-hmm. Like Jim Brown played 9 years in the NFL. Safe to say he maximized that shit.
Absolutely.
Safe to say that shit happened. Mm-hmm. And the man played 9 years and had the all-time rushing record until Walter Payton broke that shit in the mid-'80s. Fuck out, come on, man. Hey, man, some dude pod, man. Another talking to be talking. I got to heat my man Brian, fam.
Who that? What happened?
Our man Brian A goes in the Some Dude Pod group, man, and he says how E40 and Too Short didn't deserve a versus.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Look, man, I'll be the first to say it. I'll be the first to say this. And I brought up the story of why I love Too Short. I Too Short ain't in my top 10, 15, 20 greatest rappers. I'm not even fond of E40's music. I said that on the pod. But greatness is greatness. The whole point of verses is to celebrate greatness. Give flowers to these artists who have, set trends, paved ways for artists that we love today. And to say that neither one of these guys deserve a versus is absurd. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Like, we got to chill out here, bro. Like, we got to all the way chill out.
Hey, man, we got a shirt. It says, what you listen to don't make me bop. You go to the Some Dude merch store right now and get that for 15% off. If you don't like them cats, that's cool. I get it. But to say they don't deserve?
The bars have their own fucking city, bro. That is a culture in hip hop music.
How do we qualify who deserves a versus? How do we?
They literally created a whole sound.
You see vacuum behind me?
You said what?
See vacuum behind me? Yeah. How do you qualify? Like, what's the qualifications of a versus?
Obviously, I don't know, bro.
Because
I thought Swiss and Timbo set the standards on what we're doing as far as versus.
Look, last I checked, fam. Bro. E40 got the most Billboard entries as a rapper in the history of rap.
Okay, see, I didn't even know that. Yeah. You talking about Billboard as far as singles or albums?
Albums, fam. This nigga got like 32 albums. They all charted. At least. I think every last one of his albums charted. This nigga gave us Captain Save a Ho. E40, I wanna be saved. Mm-hmm. This nigga gave us Sprinkle Me. I won't go back to slanging, yo. Merton Hanks in the video. Bruh, what are we talking about here? Too Short gave us cuss words. Real quick.
One of your favorite ones.
Look, I thought Too Short was from the west side of Chicago. I thought he was from the west side of Chicago. That's how much I heard curse words growing up out west. But these two are two of the most legendary figures in hip hop, not just in the Bay, period. How do we say, hey man, this is the qualifications of verses?
It was a time where you needed Too Short on a song. Like
nigga.
New York artists was reaching out to Too Short Go
Jay-Z,
to Life After Death.
he's on 2 out of the first 3
Jay-Z
Jay-Z
albums.
albums.
Like New York niggas knew. Like, yo, them niggas got a sound over there. Like them
And
niggas doing
you
their
talking
thing.
about deserve, then you watch the verses. And the whole, as you said, the whole thing about verses is giving people their flowers. And man, it was better than I expected.
Yeah, I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a good amount of it though.
Bruh, that verses was better than I expected. It's a top 5 verses to me.
They put on the show
because the energy of these cats.
Shit, they did like 50.
Nigga,
They did like 25, 30 songs.
Niggas like, and we're just playing musically.
At this point, we're just going. This ain't
just
really
going.
no competitive type, you know what I'm saying, nature. They was just like putting on for they city.
This was we about to put the bay on right now, fam. Fuck what y'all talking about. I think when Mr. Fab came through too, I was like, oh, we lit.
Yeah.
I think Too Short and E40 utilize verses in the best way possible as well. I think those two I'm really interested to see how their streams went up after verses. Because I believe that those two utilize their verses better than everybody. And what I mean by that is they have long careers. Their careers span the 80s, both of them. They've both put out a whole load of projects. Too Short said he was retiring after album number 10. Then he lied to us. He lied to us. And gave us classic hits after that shit.
Yep.
Even one of the things that I learned is that people also credit Too Short for helping out the music scene in Atlanta, too.
Okay.
But and that goes to the knowledge that you gain when these verses stuff happens. You start to appreciate, like, I was always a fan of both of them, but you start to really appreciate these cats heavily when you start seeing them in this light. And I get what Cats is talking about. I get what Brian was talking about. I still say, gee, it's more about if you don't like these cats, that's cool. If you're not a fan, but I also believe that if you watch that, you don't have to be a fan of their music to appreciate what you watch there too.
Absolutely.
And I think that's one of the best parts of verses. And I think it also helps out the Keisha Cole Ashanti shit that's coming up on the 9th. And then for other artists too, every A1 artist is not going to do verses. They're not. So you're gonna need these B's and C's to do verses. And I think, I'm not saying that those two are B and C's, and because they have fruitful hip hop careers,
absolutely.
But their strong points are not even LA is the Bay. And when you talk about hip hop, it's weird to say this, but you get the Bay is almost like you're gonna talk about New York, LA, you're gonna talk about Chicago, you're gonna talk about Houston, you're gonna talk about Atlanta.
And you talk about Houston. You say Houston?
Yes, I Houston.
And the Bay.
The Bay might be last.
Right.
And they probably shouldn't be last. Because everybody from E40 to Too Short to Yuck Mouth, Mac Dre, Mr. Fab, and many more. I said Mac Dre, right?
You said Mac Dre, yep.
Okay. And many more. Even Master P. EA Ski. I could keep going.
Yeah.
Spice One. I could keep going. The Bay's impact on hip hop is immeasurable. But like I said, New York, or matter of fact, in order right now, Atlanta, New York, LA, Chicago, Houston, Bay probably last. And they have set trends and been an impact just as well as anybody else.
Yeah, you can even mention like St. Louis. St. Louis got St.
Louis, all that. So to me, it was more of a good ass reason to learn more about that culture, but also to celebrate two icons. I believe these cats are icons. But how did you, like you said, you didn't watch all of it, but
I didn't watch all of it, but like you said, they utilized the platform. Like you said, it possibly, as far as like utilizing the platform, it was kind of like that one was similar to Bounty Killer and what you call it. And it was more similar to that one. That's because they, like you said, when you watched that one, you saw it. Like, Bay, they got the lowriders and shit in the back. You know what I'm saying? Loud ass colors, and DJs and shit in the back, bro. Like it was there. The whole presence of it was
When
all
that
there.
nigga Too Short put on the Oakland,
I put on the Oakland jacket. It was on, bro. It was
I was
on,
like,
bro. Like, yeah. That's what it was, yo. That's exactly what they did, fam. They put on for their city.
It also gave me hope. It also gave me hope for regional verses. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is like I just said earlier, like you're not gonna get A-listers all the time, fam.
Right.
So I think it's more than possible now to see like a versus with two Chicago cats, not named Kanye West. I think it's possible.
Okay.
I think it's possible to see a versus.
But it could be for like other cities because we've already seen. We seen for New York, we saw Jada.
Yeah, like think about, even for the South. Like I don't think we're ever. Well, somebody said that they were reportedly working on Tribe Called Quest and Outkast, but what about it? I think it's more than possible now to see UGK versus 8Ball and MJG. I'm still waiting on the 3-6 and Bone Thugs.
Get over it. I think we lost that one.
I don't know.
I think that one's gone.
I don't know. I think that's gonna happen.
I think that's gone.
And I think I think niggas gonna hit him with the about time.
I think we lost that one.
But it makes that makes it what happened with E40 and Too Short.
Yeah.
Makes that even more possible.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Because as I said, my fear about this versus thing is that you're gonna run out. Like, hey, after you have like the biggest one, it's just like, all right, well, we're good. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all this shit.
Like you said, or you said motherfuckers might try to start doing it twice, go against other people.
Yeah. Like, all right, man, shit. Like if they do Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers.
You know what, man? You can't run out, bro. You're not gonna run out.
You can.
You can run out, but I don't know.
Run out.
You can, but
now, but see, what I'm saying is you can run out, and it's mainly because the artists. It ain't because of the matchups that you could create.
Yeah, because there's artists who already said that they're not interested in doing it. You know,
man, nigga, if Ernie and Ron Isley pop up on that motherfucking graphic, and Verdine and because Maurice is passed,
yeah.
But man, matter of fact, the graphic that might be made, they might make a velvet graphic if they did Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers. That's got to be a velvet graphic.
Let's just put it like this, though: if we got Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle, anything is possible, my nigga. Anything is possible. So,
Ernie and Ron slowly walk their ass up in there and shit.
And they kicked it off. They got commercials. They had commercials for their shit and everything. Yeah. Just imagine a Isley Brothers Earth, Wind, and Fire commercial, nigga.
Nigga, imagine this nigga do his Mr. Big routine. Yeah. Come on, bro. Yeah. I better stop playing with our lives over here, man. Look, that might be the first verse somebody get pregnant. Because somebody gonna fuck doing that versus.
We thought maybe that would happen during Babyface and Teddy Riley.
It's gonna happen. Because Teddy Riley gonna make you dance like you might be talking to your girl, then Teddy Riley could play Teddy's Jam and you.
Right.
Nigga, if them two, Isleys and Earth, Wind, and Fire do a versus, nigga.
You don't think Swiss and Timbo to see that graphic of somebody?
You know they did, goddamn it. You know they did that.
That's
shit.
One of the matchups they probably weren't thinking about. You know, at the end of the day, that's what social media is for. We using that. We utilize it. You know, I didn't see the graphic. Everybody posted the graphic of a Music Soul Child, Anthony Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? They get
that's another one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That'd be a dope.
You better know that Swiss and them saw that graphic. Was like, hey, somebody got to get Ron on the phone, man. Give her. Hey, look, and I think Gladys Knight and Aretha with Dionne Warwick popping in, who's been great on Twitter, fam. I think Versus helped our Twitter.
Yeah,
like, oh man, the young people know who I am. And that's what friends are for. Like, come on, fam. You look, we're gonna get that shit, and it's gonna be a rap.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a wrap, man. But nah, I was really disappointed at my man's, and I ain't even pick no winner. Like that one, I was like, fuck it, I'm enjoying this.
I had already said like it was gonna be more of a history lesson for E40 for me. So that was just one that I just enjoyed. So shout out to them. Shout out to Versus. We got, I guess, Keisha Cole and hopefully Ashanti is next.
Yeah, she said it on Instagram. Like her mom got out the hospital. She's straight now off the COVID and stuff. So we wishing that. Cool. But yeah, that should be next. I really hope in February, though. I really hope that is Ron. I'm telling you, I want. I'm telling you. Did you know anybody with a velvet painting growing up? Like, if you ever went over like
velvet painting,
a purple velvet painting fan.
Nah,
you ain't never seen one of them joints like two people fucking or like naked, the naked with the woman with her titties out, velvet painting. Oh, Mike, you ain't had no pimps in your family.
Nah, no pimps in my family.
I had no pimps in your family. Or somebody who was just living that life. Who had and actually rest in peace to and I said it last episode. Basically, my family, their father had passed. My uncle Tom, rest in peace. My cousin Gregory and his sister Christy, their mom had a velvet painting. Purple velvet painting.
Okay.
And I think it was a lady just like laying down and shit. Velvet painting. But yeah, I've seen them shits. I've seen them velvet paintings all my life.
Yeah.
One that I saw was
you gotta send me a picture of this so I can see exactly what you're talking about.
I'm gonna find like a black velvet painting.
Yeah, I need to see this.
Like, you Google that shit, black velvet and shit. Yeah, and motherfuckers be hold on, let me see if they find. Because they put some other shit up there. But nah, man, it's like a black velvet painting, like with a woman. Like I remember I went over somebody's house and the velvet painting had the titties out, and I walked, and my mom was like, "Oh shit." My mom and dad was like, "Oh shit, don't look at that painting, Lee." I'm sitting there like, "Fuck y'all talking about? It's on the wall." It's on the wall. I'm looking with my looking ass. Yeah, I'm gonna find one of them 70s black velvet paintings. And like, yo, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. Matter of fact, I think I might have found one. It's not specifically one in particular, but you'll get the gist. Hold on for a second. I'm downloading it right now. This is the good thing of being on StreamYard. Because then I could pop that bad boy up. Hold on for a second. All right, hold on. There we go. Nah, that's video clips. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to put it in the background, Mike. Take us off. Look at that in the background, Mike.
Okay. Wait.
The black velvet painting.
I can see it, but I'm trying to see it.
I don't want to show the titties though.
That's why. Okay. I get the gist of what you're saying.
Just though, because the titties is out.
Okay.
I want us to get in trouble. I don't want us, but yeah, put that up in the group.
Absolutely.
Hey man, some dude pod. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, down. Did you see the Noriega Drink Champs?
Yeah, I caught some of it.
The Michael Jackson shit had me rolling, though.
Let me tell you something, babe. Yeah. That might be the funniest Mike story I've ever heard in my life. So shout out to Nori. You know what I'm saying? Drink Champs podcast. They had Pharrell on there. And it was a lot of bits and clips floating around the internet. It was one where I think, did Pharrell say that he wouldn't snitch? Like he would snitch on somebody, and he said that in that interview?
Yeah.
So okay, that was in the interview.
Yeah, he said, "Hey, I will snitch. I'm telling."
And then it was also like I think we had got the how we got to the Mike story was Pharrell saying that he pitched fronting to Prince.
Yeah.
Which makes so much sense when you listen to the interview and explain, you know what I'm saying? You listen to the song And the part of the song where Pharrell was talking about, like, yo, I had this for Prince the whole time, and the shit just makes so much sense. And Prince was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, that ain't it. That ain't it.
That ain't hitting, fam.
That
Not
ain't
for
it.
me.
That ain't
That's
it. But he also brought up how, you know, he pitched the everything that was on Justin Timberlake's first album was for Michael Jackson. Was for Mike. And Mike told Pharrell, or Mike's team, was like, nah, bro, we don't want that. We want that shit Nori be spitting over.
Nigga.
We want them hip-hop bops, nigga. What you talking about? That is hilarious to me.
When I heard that, fam, I said to myself, Nori got to officially get his flowers.
For real, bro.
Right. Look.
That's for real.
Nori got to get his flowers.
That's crazy.
Because if Michael Jackson said some shit like that about Bang, you couldn't tell me nothing for the rest of my life.
Facts.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Oh, nigga.
Give me that CNN shit, yo. I need
that Melvin Flint the Hustler super thug shit.
That's hilarious.
And then I know Pharrell had to be like, wait a minute, that's what you want? You don't want the butterflies? Nah, nigga. Mike's a nigga.
Mike is a nigga.
Freddie Gibbs might not be wrong. Michael Jackson might have been the vice lord.
I better stop playing with Mike. That's hilarious to me.
Hey, you never know these days, man. Mike probably had a persona that you saw what you saw, but shit.
Oh yeah,
Mike being, hey man, fuck that nigga R. Kelly, man. I don't really fuck with him like that, but you are not alone, phone. You are not alone is one of the greatest songs, you know, that he could have gave a nigga. Yeah, you see what he could have gave a nigga.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
I could only imagine. Man, fuck that nigga Prince.
Mike was like that.
Man, Prince just don't know. He don't know. Prince don't know him from Gary. That motherfucker from Minneapolis. What going up in Minneapolis?
And it's crazy that shit makes so much sense now, especially since that Michael Jackson with that picture of, you know, Michael Jackson being photoshopped and a nigga with the gun in his hand.
Hey, that might look.
My niggas looking at Michael Jackson a whole different way now.
I'm telling you. Look, some of your favorite. I won't name the celebrity, but when the celebrity said "nigga" for the first time, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, you?
Oh man,
you one of us?
That's crazy.
Oh man."
I would have never thought.
I was more comfortable around Buddy ass.
Mm-hmm.
Peebo Bryson, I will name. Peebo Bryson, the Peebo Bryson moment is one of the funniest moments ever for me. Because Peebo Bryson did an interview at the station. And this is not a nigga moment, but it's just realizing like, oh man, Peebo be fucking, huh? He's 70. So I had took Peebo Bryson downstairs and we were talking.
Yeah.
And Miriam had came up with Trey. And I don't know why Trey did this. I don't know if Miriam was like, go run to your daddy or what. Yeah. But he sees me and he's like, daddy. And he starts running. And I was like, and I look now, you know me. It's like, oh man, that's cute. But nigga, what the fuck you doing that shit for? All right, pick him up. And this nigga Peebo Bryson say, oh man, that's great. That's your son? I was like, yeah, that's my son. He was like, man, my son ain't young enough to do that yet. And I was like, wait a minute. Huh? Wait a minute. Peebo Bryson, you 70 years old. Fuck you talking about? I didn't say it like that. I was just like, huh? He's like, yeah, I got a 6-month-old. Well, okay. All right. Nigga, I went in my office and Googled that shit. I was like, man, people lying. People gotta be lying.
Yo, is that possible? Like, is that possible?
I know it's possible.
Well, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because the nigga from The Odd Couple, Felix from the TV show.
Yeah.
I forgot my man's name, but he had a kid at like 70. Like, it'd be superstar. It'd be famous people having kids at 70. That's damn, you're not even gonna last to this nigga graduation, buddy. What is you talking about, fam? Imagine your daddy being 70 years old and he go to your kindergarten graduation.
I can't imagine.
Let alone like you go to the 8th grade and this nigga old, you old as hell. Now you at your high school graduation, and you pull up to you, he pull up on you in a wheelchair. Come on, nah. But yeah, I looked it up and
I guess that is a thing. Shout out to one of my homies, this young lady that she'll remain nameless. I graduated with her from high school, but her old man just passed away last year. But I think he was 80. Ooh. She's my age. She's 34. She's my age.
Okay, so he had so like 50? Is
that 50? Yeah.
Cause like in the shit. My father had my mother and father had their last kids at 47 and 40.
Okay, so even after so if we're thinking about 70 years old, just think about after 50, they still fucking and having.
Yeah, he's still fucking.
That's the thing. So 50 years old,
feel the fire, baby. Feel the fire. Feel this motherfucking fire today.
Oh man!
Put this pill. Hey, I popped this pill. We about to let it ride. Yeah. But imagine being like 69 and being like, your wife, your girl come up to you. Or just even a random thing, and they just walk up to you with the pregnancy test. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm pregnant. I might have a heart attack. I'm not even gonna lie. You're what? I don't give a fuck how much money I got. Mm-hmm. You're what? Baby, you know how old I am? I want to keep it. Shit, you might have to, because I'm not gonna be around.
All right.
I'm not leaving. But I'm gonna check out.
Oh yeah.
I'm 70 years old having a kid. Shit.
Do what I can.
I do right. I try to stick around as long as possible. Ain't no guarantees, But nah, man, like it really got me to thinking how celebrities are outside of what we know. Mm-hmm. And how some of these celebrities like we know and love might just be ain't shit people. Or just like ignorant like us. Like, cause then hearing that, I was imagining Michael Jackson doing Drink Champs. Mm-hmm. Man, imagine Nori looking at Michael Jackson. He hit a Tiger Bomb. They all took a shot at Tiger Bomb. Hey, Mike. I gotta ask you this, Mike. I gotta ask you this, Mike. What's fuck up with them kids in your bed, nigga? What's up with them kids in your bed, nigga? You got to tell us about the kids in the bed, nigga.
Oh,
matter of fact, you take one more shot of Tiger Bomb, nigga. Take one more shot of Tiger Bomb, nigga.
You're stupid. That's exactly how you said. Oh my god! If you watch,
tell us about the kids.
If y'all listening right now and you haven't watched the episode of Drink Champs, that's exactly how Nori interviews a motherfucker.
Hey, Mike. Hey, we gotta take another shot. We gotta take another shot real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna take a shot of Tiger Bomb. You take a shot of whatever you want. What you want? Some tequila? All right, take a shot of tequila. All right, I gotta ask you. You fuck with Chills, nigga.
I was gonna say Diana Ross.
Make some noise.
I was gonna say Diana Ross. That's what I was gonna say.
Diana Ross take your virginity?
Yeah, please.
Make some noise. Like imagine Prince on Drink Champs. I'm really glad that you guys are doing your things independently. That's what made me come on this platform. Mm-hmm. Prince, you drink, right? Yes, I will drink just for you guys. All right, we gotta get Prince. Prince gotta be on camera, getting a shot. A Tiger Bomb. Let's go ahead and get Tiger Bomb. All right, take the Tiger shot. Tiger Bomb. All right, Prince, I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you.
This nigga Nori impersonation.
I gotta ask you this. Who was the best out of the three? Vanity, Apollonia, Sheely, Carmen Electra. Make some noise. Make some noise. I forgot you was with Carmen Electra.
That is hilarious.
All the bad bitches, right? And DJ EFN be like, yeah. I forgot you was with Carmen Electra right before Singled Out, right?
Okay.
Yeah, man. Okay. Tell us that story.
That's crazy.
Like imagine Luther Vandross on Drink Champs. Hey, we gotta take a shot of Tiger Bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So Luther, I gotta ask you a question. Was you really fucking with Freddie Jackson? You want to make some noise? Make some noise.
Oh my God.
Well, why did the rumor come about? How? You know.
Bang is
What's
in
another one?
bed.
Who another one?
Another one we lost. Shit. Who could
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Oh nah, you dumb.
We can't get Whitney Tiger Bomb. We can't get Whitney Tiger Bomb.
You dumb.
But we got the shot of tequila. We got the shot of tequila. Whitney, I gotta ask you a question. Who was better?
You dumb.
Bobby or Robin? Robin, make some noise. Hey!
You dumb.
So you was really a lesbian, Bobby? Like,
You dumb.
like you really was in the girl, like you see like the all-American girl. I wouldn't even thought that you would be. It's just me off the Tiger Bomb. This
nigga's so stupid.
I mean, I know I'm joking and everything, but
that's hilarious,
but
the stories that we could possibly get.
Man, I'm telling you, it also made me go, fuck. Like the best legends are gone.
For real, yo.
Best ones.
And it's now that we have these platforms where we can interview artists of these calibers and get these exclusive stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we got podcasts now.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got the party line, aka Clubhouse, where we getting hella stories that we getting right now. So just imagine the Mike stories, the Whitney stories,
that they can't tell because they not around, fam.
They're not around to tell us.
Like once you get to a certain age, you don't give a fuck about the rumors no more. Yeah, they was lying about that shit. Like, imagine if Richard Pryor was still alive.
Yeah. Man, yo.
But Richard Pryor was old when he passed, right? So so those Mikes and Whitney Houstons and Luther Vandrosses and some of these other cats like Prince, like them the legends that's gone, and it's like, damn, that's fucked up, man.
And you see how I use this as an example. Kobe Bryant, obviously he was retired, but he went on All the Smoke.
Yeah,
with Stephen Jackson. And
he went on. Didn't he go on the Knuckleheads too?
Did he go on Knuckleheads? I don't know if he did an interview with
Knuckleheads.
Miles. I don't know. But obviously he went on All the Smoke and he's telling the stories.
Yeah.
Just imagine how many more stories how many Kobe Bryant stories we could possibly get. Kobe Bryant was no stranger to doing interviews. Didn't have no problem doing interviews.
Yeah. So it's like we at that era because of podcasting and independent media that people are more likely to tell that story. Like, go ahead. What you say?
They're more comfortable telling these kind of stories. It's not having a story on one. It's not doing an interview on 106 and Park. Yeah. You get 10 minutes. You get a whole 3 hours to tell us about your life.
Bruh, imagine if Derek Jeter did an interview on Drink Champs. Hey, yo, we got Derek Jeter. Miami's finest, because he's like the CEO. He's the CEO of the Miami Marlins. Make some noise on that black man being a CEO. Hey! But I gotta ask you this.
I already know what you're about to say. I know what you're about to say.
I gotta ask you this, Derek Jeter. Out of all of the women that you was fucking when you was famous, which one of them was the craziest?
Go ahead. I already know what you.
Mariah Carey, make some noise.
So Eminem wasn't tripping, is what you said.
She was.
So Mariah really is nuts.
She really. Oh man. I took shots with Mariah. At this party in Vegas. She heard that I was there. They was like, yo, you got to bring Nori up. I took shots with Mariah. And Mariah was like, I fuck with the song where you and Styles P come through. And I was like, I don't even know if I was on that song or not.
Stupid.
I know it's a Violator, but I don't remember. But Mariah Carey said she liked the song from me. And I'm just nigga from Queens. Make some noise.
Yeah.
And I know I'm joking, but like I'm saluting these cats. Like I'm saluting the cat like Nori for real because like they're getting drunk and telling stories. Like it's one thing. Like I was telling somebody that my favorite award show is the Golden Globes because celebrities get drunk and accept awards. So they might slip up, cuss, be like fuck a producer. They might do all that shit. In one fell swoop because they just got drunk as hell before the award show happened. And now you got to sit up there with a straight face on TV trying to get it. Imagine if we got if I got nominated for like if we had a TV show and I got nominated for the TV show and I drink. So imagine best actor in the comedy series, J.R. Bang, The Bang Show, and I just drunk damn near 5th of 1942. Now I'm in the camera just trying to
shout out to that acceptance speech right there.
Like nigga, eyes bucked the shit trying to stay. You know that you try to have that look, that look when you try to stay sober when you driving.
Oh yeah.
Or trying to stay woke when you driving. Then you're right. Imagine if you win and the winner is J.R. Bang for the Bang Show. Hey man, shit. I ain't expect to win this motherfucker, man. I'm drunk this motherfucker. Hey, real quick though, I want to shout out everybody on the west side of Chicago, man. I'm doing this for the west side, fam. Shouts out to everybody over there. Shit, man. Shout out to my wife, my kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do this for y'all, my family. Shit. And my father and shit. I'm drunk than a motherfucker up on this stage, fam. I ain't even expect to win this shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck if that music playing. Shit. Fuck y'all talking about, man. I like to thank shit. Everybody, I like to thank my team, my management. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank everybody who went to Michelle Clark. All of them. Like, you went to Prosser. I'm still on stage and shit. They got to pull me off. I'm drunk as hell. Man, fuck that shit, man. I won. Where my award at? Do I take this home? Like, nigga, nah, bro. Like, yeah. Matter of fact, hey, man. I don't know. Did you see my Facebook photo? Like, the young picture?
Yeah, and then you posted up the side-by-side joint?
Yeah. When because we were supposed to have superhero powers on the 21st.
Oh, yeah. All right, look, check this out. Hold on. Let me stop you right there.
We were supposed to have superhero powers.
Fill me in. What did I miss?
Need some shit called Negro Solstice, apparently. When the planets aligned, because they had aligned and shit, and like Saturn was like on Jupiter's ass or whatever. But we were supposed to have superpowers. We didn't get it. But I'm joking around and shit, and I put the picture of me on El Grande, and young lady that went to grade school and high school with Latoya. She's like, if you got some superhero powers, you had to find that eighth grade yearbook video. I had it. Shouts out to my man DeAndre Neal. He had sent it to me.
I have a video from 8th grade that I don't want anybody to.
Oh man,
it has set me back for a long time.
Oh, is that bad, huh?
It's bad. No, go ahead.
We did a yearbook. We did a yearbook, a video yearbook. I think it was the first one. I'm not for sure. Okay. But we did a video yearbook. So basically, like and I was in video class. I had a video class, and all of the people that was in video classes, and Michelle Clark. I went to Michelle Clark on the west side of Chicago. Now it's a high school, but we were separated by houses. That's what they called them. So like you got house 1, which was the 6th graders, but then you had house 2, 3, and 4. That were mixed with the 7th and 8th graders, and then you had house 5 where the delayed students would be, like the really bad and the slow students. You know how they just separate the slow students from everybody else. So if you ever hear me say somebody act a house 5, that means they acting slow. But anyway, like the house, I think it was like the house 2 kids filmed the house 3 kids, the house 3 kids filmed the house 4 kids, the house 4 kids filmed the house 2 kids. Yeah. But we all filmed that joint together. And the teacher, I can't remember her name, but she edited in that thing, and then they filmed the 8th grade graduation. The 7th graders did it. So basically, like they'll have y'all like in the setting, and you be like, "Hey, my name is Lee Davis, and I'm going to Prosser High School." Basically, you just say who your name is and what high school you going to.
Yeah.
So so that's all what we did. That's what we did. And I mean, hey, I look back at that video. It was what 1996. that video was, I was like, God damn, I was big.
Mm-hmm.
I was like one. Well, for that age, I was like 5'3", 171 and shit. But it was good seeing that video again because it lets you know where you came from.
Absolutely.
It made me wonder some of the people that might not be here. Like rest in peace to my man Bobby Donaldson. Tyrone Moore is another one who had passed away. I saw Bobby a couple of weeks before he passed because he had came to one of the Fresh Friday events. It's like, damn, Joe, man, you know, we talked, chopped it up for a minute, asked something to drink, or whatever. But it was like it's fun looking back. Now, in your case, you probably, was out here looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Look, in my case, I was fat as hell. But wait a minute.
I get what you're saying. Go
ahead.
It
made me look at how far I came.
Yeah.
Because I put up that side-by-side picture, and I was like, I'm still fat, but now I'm all that. Yeah. I look back at myself now, back at myself then, and look at myself now, and all of the things that I have done in my life, and I'm happy. I am free.
That's all that matters.
I'm talking about everything from dating to my job and my wife and my kids.
There you go.
Because there's some people that's busted.
That's all that matters.
Oh my goodness. Some people peaked in the 8th grade, ladies and gentlemen. Some of y'all peaked in the 8th grade.
Hey,
and my man Johnny, I know he wanted to say something. I'm still waiting for him to say something. But a lot of people peaked in the 8th grade, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't. Some people are still living. Let me ask you this question, Mike, before we move on to the rest, to the finale, the NBA playoffs and stuff. I know some people that were the shit between the 8th grade and senior year.
Oh, hell yeah.
But now they ain't shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty.
Peaked.
Plenty.
Peaked.
I didn't see the fall off.
Oh, man.
I've seen the fall off. I'm witnessing the fall off current.
Man.
All I gotta do is hit the refresh on Facebook, and that fall off might be right there.
Man, look, I know why some people don't want to go to their reunions. I don't want to go to their reunions. Like reunions, I fell the fuck off.
Hey,
shit, I'm bad.
So, Bang, what you're saying is that you can go to yours.
Oh, I can go to mine.
Absolutely,
I can go. I can. Oh man, you still big, but you're handsome. And I see your kids and your wife. How many you got? Like 3 now? Oh man. Then you get that rant. I mean, this ain't happened to me. Well, it happened to me like years ago. Like when the numbers game. Remember the numbers game came out on Facebook?
Yeah.
In high school and 8th grade was like, oh man, I really liked you. Like, wait a minute, you?
Right.
You're lying. First of all, you're lying. You're lying. You did not think I was cute in 1995.
Yeah.
Because I was not. I was ugly as shit.
Definitely remember the
But my growth, you become fine when you take pictures with celebrities. That's what I've also learned. You become fine. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I saw you took a picture with Nipsey Hussle. Oh, man. My favorite rapper. Like, nah, bro. I know I'm still ain't all that, but I'm living a good life. Married with 2 and 3/4 kids.
There you go.
And all that stuff. But I also know that like my skin clear. I got all my teeth. I don't stink. I'm not musty.
Cheers to that, my boy.
I wish I shouts out to Quicksilver for bringing me the extra.
Put that down.
Oh yeah, when I'm fully healed.
I already know you gonna indulge.
Because I never thought I'd have some XO.
There you go.
How much is this shit?
That might be that's a pretty little penny right there.
Yeah.
That's the one that's in the when you go to the liquor store at the top.
Yeah, that's at the top.
That's at the top shelf.
With the yellow tag on it.
Yeah, you gotta use the stick to get that down.
Yeah, right. That never says special on it.
That's not the one that's just reachable.
Yeah. When I'm fully healed, the doctor called me and gave me some pretty decent news. No, but when I'm fully healed, you better believe I'm taking a shot of that shit. Nigga, matter of fact, when I get home, hey man, hey, we might bust that down.
There you go.
You don't tap that bottle.
There you go.
There's bottles you don't bless.
Okay.
That's not one. That's matter of fact, that's the bottle that you only drink on special occasions.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like on James Bond, when a nigga just walk up in the hotel room and that's not the one.
Okay.
That's the shit that's just special. It's like, I just closed the business deal.
Sounds good.
There you go. Just
Yeah,
take
so
that.
hold on to that one.
But yeah, man, like I was looking at some of them joints, and then like, you know, people get tagged and stuff, and you click, you like, oh shit.
Damn, homie.
And it was some people that I was like, oh shit. Them people different. Oh, that's dope. Like some of the people who you thought was gonna be gay is gay.
It be like that. You don't
so you don't feel bad. Yeah, so you don't feel bad
up.
for call like now, like it's certain people that I wouldn't feel bad calling them gay in high school because like nigga, you was. Like you was
what we thought you were.
Right, we didn't let you off the hook. We probably just should have treated you differently. Like we was accepting of you, but you got mad at us. Like, get your gay ass at it. I'm not gay.
Oh man.
Like, and then you look at their Facebook photo and then it's like, oh okay.
Yeah.
You was bullshitting that whole time, huh? Yeah, whatever, you know. Matter of fact, you should apologize to me for telling you what you were.
Right.
You trying to hide it. Stop trying to hide it. God damn it. You don't see Morgan Sherm trying to hide nothing no more.
Okay. Shout out to Sherm.
Yeah, Big Mo. He be pissing me off. I know he's probably gonna listen to this, but Big Mo be pissing me off on Clubhouse.
I ain't never jumped in the room where he was in Clubhouse.
She.
Man, that's Sherm, bro. He gonna always be Sherm to me.
But she got titties.
I know, but he's Sherm though, bro.
No, it's a she. Stop that.
I know. Shout out Sherm.
As an ally, I have to say that, but also get at she, right. Fam. She.
Shout out to Morgan.
And they got a podcast.
Okay, gotta check that out.
Sherm, Show You Suck. Neo, they got a podcast.
Oh, that's dope.
Another element.
Okay.
So go ahead, check that out. So stop saying he, fam.
I know, it's just weird.
She. But if somebody in high school looked at Sherm and was like, man, your ass look like a girl, man. Sherm ever got mad?
Probably didn't get mad. He didn't get mad.
No, probably did. But if she got mad, now Buddy was right. You gotta give an apology out, man. That's all I'm saying. But now I looked at that video and it was good. It was good seeing people also, though. It was good to see people you ain't seen in years, like click on it or whatever. But I do understand why people don't want to go to reunions and shit, because the fall off is real. Some people just peak. If you peaked in the 8th grade, god damn, that's bad.
Be like that. Be like that.
All right, man. Before we wrap this up, man. The NBA season is kicked off.
We back
in stadiums. Some with fans, some not. How do you like this compared to the bubble?
I
mean, it's only been 2 days, and then tomorrow we got a full slate of games.
Kind of getting used to it. It's kind of like how we were watching it in the bubble, sort of, but we had the virtual fans in the bubble. I ain't gonna lie, I miss fans in the stadium, but I guess it's something that I've gotten used to.
Oh, okay.
So it's cool. I mean, we've seen one game so far, you know.
I mean, I watched a couple because
I know some preseason games, but I'm talking about
I'm talking about that. Because they, the league pass is free for a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah. So I watched the Bulls. I watched the Bulls game last night. Get their ass whooped by Atlanta.
I hope that's not something that we expect.
No, it's the first game.
I know. I don't want to over exaggerate.
I'm not going over it, motherfucker. Oh, we about to go 0-72. Like, shut up, fam. But I watched that game. I watched some of the Wizards game. Russ was getting off, but had a triple double. But they lost. Bertrand's though, torch. Torch, fam.
Yeah. Ja Morant with the 40-piece spicy on the first
Bruh.
night.
That boy gonna
Be a problem.
man. Giannis missing free throws.
Giannis got gamed, then missed the free throw. He got gamed, and he got backboard game.
Yeah,
called backboard game.
Backboard game. Like, I mean, I'm not over exaggerating.
Yo, he kind of made Kendrick Perkins look good, bro.
He did. But
he made Kendrick Perkins look good.
I'm not trying to over exaggerate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
over exaggerate. But that's not a game you want at the beginning of the season.
Shout out to my cousin Jay Polk. He's a faithful listener to the pod. Shout out to Milwaukee. He texts me. He always texts me on the day before my birthday. He always the first one to text me happy birthday. He texts me happy birthday, and I was like, appreciate the love, cuz. I was like, Giannis. He was like, he not worried, but Giannis got to hit the free throws too. Giannis got to hit the free throws.
Not worried, but that's not the first game you.
That's not the first impression after you just signed for the bag.
Right.
It's Milwaukee is my home. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was tough. Like that.
As the 2-time MVP, reigning MVP. That's not the MVP you want to have.
But overall, though, I think obviously, man, I think we're gonna get some competitive basketball. Yeah. I think it's gonna be a good season. I think these guys will make the best of what we're working with.
I'm gonna walk something back though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk something back. Yeah. and I'm gonna say this again, and I know somebody's gonna be like, "Man, fuck out of here, bang!" But I think we're about to see Steph Curry be overrated.
Ooh.
I did not.
No, I think we're gonna see Steve Kerr being overrated, nigga. As a coach.
I'm talking about everything about to be overrated in Golden State.
No, look, this is what I'm saying. I don't think we're gonna do that with the Steph. I think Steph's gonna get his, but the team around him, bro. I think he needs play.
No. Here's the thing. See, here's the caveat here.
All right.
The caveat here.
All right.
He's the point guard.
Okay.
He's the guy that distributes everything. The point guard position makes your team better. Okay. So he's not only the best player on the team, he's the point guard.
Okay.
So he's supposed to elevate.
Okay.
Now, I know he can't make people hit three-pointers. Because I think it was Kent Bazemore and it was somebody else, actually.
Look here, bro. I'm going to say this right now. Andre Wiggins might be the toughest nigga ever. Was he number one pick? Number one pick, right? He like the toughest number one pick ever, but bro, it's time, fam.
I was like,
now or never, bro. Is it the now or never? He was
blowing Crips.
Like, bro, it's time, fam.
He blowing Crips like I blow Crips.
Like, Joe. But go ahead, continue, fam.
But yeah, man, that team, man. I know it was the Nets. And Kyrie and KD got off.
I don't want to over exaggerate the Nets.
I don't want to
they might be a problem. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to over exaggerate them because I believe they're top 2 anyway.
Okay, all right.
But GS though, fam.
Yeah, go to State.
Remember, I said they was going to be a top 5 seed.
Yeah, they might not make the playoffs. Man. We'll see how I think. But let's say this though. Let's be fair let's wait till Draymond gets back.
I don't give a fuck.
I think Draymond is a key factor.
I think he's a key factor, but Steph is the best player on that team, and it's not even close.
Right.
They can't be the 8th seed.
Okay.
They can't. And they still shouldn't play like that. Like, he's not Trae Young, fam.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is Trae Young is still young. He gonna get his points off. But like making a team better, he's starting it, at least from the Bulls game that I saw, he's starting to make that transition to just a scoring point guard to making people better and still getting off. That's what you do when you become a vet. That's what Steph Curry's supposed to be. That first game 1 didn't look like that.
The game just got out of hand so fast. The game got out of hand real quick.
I'm with you, and I'm still sticking with they're gonna be a 4th seed. I think I had a 4th seed.
I hope so.
But they did not like Chris Paul, for example. Like using Chris Paul for an example. When we did this last year, You was like, yo, Oklahoma City gonna be one of the worst teams. And I was like, nope, they going to the playoffs. They're gonna be a top 5 seed. They was a top 5 seed. And he made them team better. He made Shy better. He made a lot of people on that team better.
So this is what you kind of expecting from Steph Curry this year.
Along with doing what you do. You a 2-time MVP, fam. Unanimous.
Yeah.
That's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But my friend, game 1, I was like, man, I'm going to chalk it up to him going up against Brooklyn.
Okay.
But if he looks like this tomorrow on Christmas, all that Damian Lillard is the best point guard in the game, shit, is going to hit a fever pitch.
Did you pick Phoenix Suns going to the playoffs?
Yeah, I had them as the AC.
Okay, I got them as the AC too. I was going to say shout out to the Phoenix Suns. They got the win last night.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, and they look grittier for some reason.
Yeah,
in that game they didn't look finesse.
Yeah,
like I don't know what Chris told them, but
I think with the squad that they had in the bubble and them going undefeated in the bubble, and then you add Chris Paul, you add Jay Crowder. I think Jay Crowder is the grimy.
Yeah, he's the grimy.
That's the grimy. You know what I'm saying? So they add that. I think they're gonna be all right. So 8 seed, 7 seed for the Suns. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm with you, Bang. I got high hopes for Golden State as well. I don't want to see them be huff. Golden State was fun. They were fun to watch. I wasn't the biggest fan of Golden State, but they were fun.
Yeah, they nuts dropped.
Yes. And obviously, they don't have Clay. But
yeah, but see,
I think at the end of the day, still though, Bang, I'm with you. You got you got pretty much one of the best players. You got to steal pretty much with Wiseman. I think Wiseman to be okay. I think he scored a lot of his points in garbage time, but he can shoot the 3. That's a plus for Wiseman. So be on the lookout for that. But Wiggins though, bro, come on, fam, come on, my nigga. I need something, bro. Cause you huff. He is huff, bro. All the way huff. I don't know what it is with Wiggins, bro, but yeah, that boy is bad. He bad. But what you call it might be a problem though. What's his name? Oubre Jr.
Yeah.
Dog. He might be nice. So I think Golden State got something, fam. Hopefully Steph Curry can put it together for them, man. You know what I'm saying? Lead the way. Like you said, this could be a possible Steph Curry is overrated year, but that's to be determined. I don't want to say that just yet, Bang, but this is our shit. So that's what we here. That's what we are here for.
James Harden reportedly has added the Celtics and the Trailblazers.
Look, bro, I don't even want to talk about James Harden. I'm tired of this nigga, bro. I'm tired, bro.
Added his those teams to the list of teams he wouldn't mind.
If I was a general manager, bro, I would not answer the phone on any James Harden calls, like anything. I would not entertain.
Yeah, I would not. Now that he's added Portland to the list,
bro, we see what you're doing at this point.
I think that's where he going.
Portland? No, please don't go to Portland, bro.
Don't quote me on this, but quote me on this.
Oh, it ain't enough shots to go up for McCullough. Carmelo Anthony. Huh?
McCollum going.
Coming back? Damn, bro. I can't see it.
Either him or what's that? Jerk, the center.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I think one of them two are both gone.
Fuck that shit, bro. If I was a general manager, bro, I would not want that.
If it's any team that has to, if it's any team in the NBA,
they got enough money for that. They paying Dame max money. They have to give James Harden the max. There's enough money.
If McCollum goes, it helps them out.
I had to give up a lot.
But I'm telling you, if it's any team in the NBA that needs James Harden to get to the next level, it's them. Dame Lillard went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. He said he wasn't going nowhere. He signed that deal. He wasn't going nowhere. But the next year, you're fighting for an 8th seed.
Yeah.
And he's one of the best players in the league. And that team has a lot of talent.
Yeah.
but they can't get over the hump. If there's any team that needed to make a deal to get over the hump and be one of the top 4 teams in their conference, it's Portland. It ain't nobody else. It is Portland.
Okay.
I would not be surprised if Portland developed a deal around CJ McCollum and sent CJ McCollum and some other players for James Harden. I will not be surprised by next week. Because we're doing this pod today, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So we're not doing the pod this weekend. No, Mike gonna be drunk starting tomorrow for the rest of the weekend. I will not be surprised when we do this pod next Saturday.
James Harden
Harden is in Portland.
All right.
Would not shock me or surprise me, because if it was any team that needs to make a move to get up to that upper echelon because they already have a superstar on their team, but they can't be 8th seed every year, it's Portland, fam. Portland, if Portland better make that call.
Bang be knowing, but I wouldn't entertain James Harden at all, bro. And if I was the general manager of the Houston Rockets, I would tell James Harden, sit your ass down, bro. You know what I'm saying? We here to play ball. You got John Wall, you got Boogie. Yo, y'all make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell that nigga.
Imagine the backcourt with James Harden and Dame Lillard.
Hey, it'd be crazy. Oh, I mean, obviously you see
him and Carmelo might have to shoot a fair one.
Facts.
But
you're right.
But a backcourt with Harden and McCollum, Harden and Lillard,
yeah,
they shooting for days.
I wouldn't be mad, bro. I wouldn't be mad, but I wouldn't entertain it personally. That's just me. But I mean, at this point, I'm just over James Harden, like all the way over the nigga, fam. So
somebody got to hit the trade meter to see what works. All right, man. That's it, man. That's all. We got through this pod with no issues too. I'm happy about that.
Like that.
I'm happy about that. Shouts out to the vacuum that's behind me.
I think when, like I said though, man, like when we be having the issues, like it sounds great when you hear it. It just be like,
oh yeah, because man, I do my thing on the editing side. Fuck you talking about?
It sounds great,
grad, nigga.
We don't have no problems when it comes out.
Grad, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm with it. Do you have any hot takes? Final thoughts to end the show?
We good, man. Merry Christmas, everybody out here. Still, there is a virus floating around the world. Be safe. Be safe, everybody. Protect yourself as well. Protect others around you. Merry Christmas. I hope Santa Claus bless y'all with everything y'all wanted.
You got the purse? Did you do the purse? The Gucci purse?
The Gucci fanny pack is secured.
Hey,
it's very nice. It's very nice. So I know a guy. If you ever,
I know a dude that know a dude.
If you ever get the lick on some Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and it ain't authentic, but it look real, I know a guy. So yeah,
man. Well, my hot take is the James Harden shit.
Okay,
I think James Harden gonna be a Portland Trailblazer before the year's over with.
Damn. All right, we're gonna sit with that then.
What they talking about on the Chatty House? On
get some credit for spins from SoundScan, like BDS SoundScan or whatever. That's
radio music review. Meet radio stations and play music.
I got more invites too, bro. How many invites you got? They just gave me 3 more invites.
Oh, you got 3 more invites?
No, 4 invites right now.
I got 1.
Actually, shout out to D-Son. I gave him one of my invites. I gave him.
I gave that nigga shit with that.
I know, right? But look, he was he posted up on Facebook that he needed an invite. I was like, I'll give it to you, bro. You can have this one. I'm sitting on 2 right now.
Nah,
after I gave him the invite, they just gave me 3 more. So I'm sitting on 4 invites right now to Clubhouse. Hit me up if you need them. But I also said that, y'all cop some merch. Show me a receipt. Or y'all copping the merch for the
You cop some merch.
Cop the merch, bro. I'll give you this.
You cop 2 pieces of merch. You can have my Clubhouse invite because I do got 1.
Still sitting on 1?
I'm sitting on 1.
I'm sitting on 4. So
yep, see, pending. And I got a pending invite and I got 1. See, look, I have 1 invite.
I I got 4. I'm sitting on 4 right now.
So,
Hey, Bang, I'm finna go get my motherfucking feet scrubbed, fam, for the first time ever.
shit, let me shut up.
This will be the first time. Okay, so
Congratulations on that, fam.
my wife, she set it up for me. She tell me I gotta sleep in the bed with my socks on because you know what I'm saying.
That's how I sleep.
I hate sleeping in the bed with my socks on.
Hey, Miriam, Mike's getting his feet scrubbed. Can you get mine scrubbed?
First time.
Huh? Yes.
You've never sat in the bed?
Never. No.
That's crazy.
I've never gotten to. No, my feet bad though.
My feet bad too on the bottom.
Real bad.
Real bad on the bottom. So
but yeah, man, Merry Christmas to y'all, man.
Sir. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Be safe, y'all.
Got Trey right there. Say hey, Trey.
Hey.
What up, Trey? Yo, make sure if your daddy don't give you everything you want for Christmas, tell him he canceled.
Nah, he good for Christmas. Well, he's good because he's gonna get something that's passed down. Absolutely. That he's going to enjoy.
I know what it is already. So yeah,
he's going to enjoy this, Joy.
He's going to love it.
You know, he's going to love it. And then plus he's moving back home. Moving back to Chicago.
Yes, sir.
So for those who's watching this on video, that's my oldest right there, Trey. So no, this Christmas is nothing new to him. Did you just throw up a gang sign, fam?
Threw up that Mike gang sign. I don't gang bang, bro. I don't gang bang.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh, did Trey throw up the gang sign?
That's what I thought.
Oh, bro, Trey be watching.
I hope not. Then my soon to be middle child is running around here somewhere.
On my mom's bed.
Okay, he's playing on mom's bed, but this was your daughter's been on the pod. This is his time.
Shout out to Trey.
So shout out to him. But Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody who listens to the pod. We thank you, and we want to make sure that y'all have a blessed and safe holiday as we transition into 2021. When we talk again, we'll talk about the year in review. Some of the things we didn't talk about it today because I didn't think it was really needed, but we might talk about how Lil Pump told the truth about Eminem.
Oh, I saw that. Hey, we could go live in the Facebook group for the last show of the year. You want to do that?
Yeah, we might do that. Tell Sparks to go ahead and make that joint.
Make a little graphic.
Make the little graphic, man. We go live for the last show of 2020. We talk about all this shit, bring a couple people in, all that. But man, again, we thank y'all. Y'all have a safe and happy Christmas weekend. Don't get too slapped. Don't go up into the club. No, don't show up at the strip club like James Harden.
Just stay home, God. Be safe.
Bring the strippers to the crib, man. But when you do it, don't be like Dwayne Haskins. Tell everybody they got to put their phone in a pouch.
Facts.
And you get it at the end of the night.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Don't NFL players this weekend, don't trip. Just put the phone in a pouch. And if you see anybody with their phone, snatch it like Jay-Z did at that party like last year. Like, snatch that shit, man. What you got that, man? You try to put me on TMZ, fam? Trying to get me suspended?
Fact.
All right, so man, we out, man. Y'all have a blessed and safe one. And happy birthday, Mike B. He's chapter 34 tomorrow. The Walter Payton year, the Shaq year for a year, the Charles Barkley year for a year. Everybody who at 34, because after 34 ain't a lot of cool numbers after that, buddy.
35, yeah, 35.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And Neil Anderson.
All right, bet. All right,
man. We holla at y'all. Peace.
Bye.